Hello my dear friends, welcome to my channel. Today I'm excited to show you how to mix luminous grays from the colors you may have at home. With the fall fast approaching, the skies are often veiled in overcast tones, creating unique kind of magic with its subdued and saturated hues. These gentle calming colors are like nature's comforting hugs, and I'm here to show you how I create luminous neutrals to prepare for the fall season. First, I prepare my working surface by tearing cold-pressed 140-pound watercolor paper into a desired size. Here, I fold the paper multiple times to create a crease. You can use a bone folder to help you create a well-defined fold. I then open my sheet, place the ruler along the crease line, and start tearing my paper. You don't have to use a ruler, it only helps me to tear a sheet in a straight line. You may repeat the process if you want to create smaller pieces of paper. As you can see, I'm wearing gloves here. I do it to keep the paper clean and free of oils, as skin oils may interfere with the flow of watercolors on paper. This time, I decided to tape my paper with a masking tape. Again, it is also optional to do so. Sometimes I feel like painting on an unattached surface. It all depends on what I feel like doing on any given day. I usually tape my paper on any of the two surfaces, a gator board or a wooden board. You may also attach your watercolor paper to a glass surface or a piece of smooth plastic. In addition to my paper, I place 2 jars of clean water on a small towel, unwrap my brush holder, and choose an appropriate brush for the painting. I clean a simple porcelain plate and use it as my painting surface. A plain porcelain plate is a perfect painting surface. I learned it from years of trying different painting surfaces. And finally, I pick the watercolor paints for the project. For the first example, I chose 3 primary colors: French ultramarine blue, quinacridone rose, and cadmium-free yellow. The result is a beautiful complex gray with a slight granulation, thanks to the presence of French ultramarine blue. Try to play with different ratios of each color, and you'll get an endless variation of subtle grays. This beautiful gray is akin to the tranquil morning fog that blankets the landscape. It is perfect for painting serene, misty landscapes, capturing the essence of nature. By painting the swatches of primary colors here, I want to show you how you can create luminous grays, browns, and variations of neutrals by simply having 3 primary colors on your palette. If you want to learn more about color and classic color wheel, please check out my lesson on color theory. Some of you may notice the overpowering nature of quinacridone rose here. It kept overtaking the palette, and I had to add quite a bit of ultramarine blue to tone it down. I finally found a satisfying ratio of 3 primary colors to arrive at a beautiful neutral color. For the second example, I chose to blend cobalt blue and burnt umber. This dynamic duo creates a versatile spectrum of grays. Adjust the warmth of your gray by varying the proportions of burnt umber and cobalt blue. The resulting grays can be reminiscent of the cool, damp bark of ancient trees or the soothing, earthy tones of a forest floor. These grays are incredibly versatile and can be used to paint captivating woodland scenes. Notice how I dilute the colors towards the end of each color strip with more water, which creates lighter values. These are all examples of how versatile the resulting grays are. First, you see a warmer neutral as it contains more burnt umber in the mix. The resulting color has slight granulation thanks to the presence of cobalt blue. The second example looks cooler due to the dominance of cobalt blue color in the mix. As I'm finishing up with this example, I'm already excited to move on to our next set of colors. This time, it will be cerulean blue and transparent orange. This pairing produces enchanting granulating greens and browns. Cerulean blue adds a velvety granulation effect, perfect for depicting textures like rocks, rusted metal, and weathered wood. These colors, being complementary, create vibrant, contrasting scenes. Imagine a rugged coastline with weathered cliffs and vibrant marine life. When we mix these two colors, we can create wonderful muted greens and browns. I feel like I will use this combination a lot more in the future. Let's take quinacridone magenta and viridian, for instance. These two colors, again, are complementary. When blended, they yield stunning grays leaning towards deep purples or cool muted greens, depending on the ratios you use. These versatile grays can be your way to creating an atmospheric haze in a landscape, overcast skies filled with mystery, or the distant, serene beauty of forests and mountains. It feels like I will never get tired of experiments with mixing colors. Every time I get pleasantly surprised by the results. Now let's explore one more time what happens when red meets green. In this case, it's brown matter and aqua green. This combination creates cool muted browns and grays. reminiscent of the subtle hues found in the fur of a regal gray wolf or the soft tones of a tiny, inquisitive mouse. These grays are perfect for capturing the essence of wildlife. For a classic choice, I often turn to ultramarine blue and burnt sienna. This pair offers a wide range of earthy, muted, and natural brownish gray or grayish-brown hues. The specific hue you achieve will depend on the proportions of each color you mix. Often, the combination of burnt sienna, a warm reddish-brown color, with ultramarine blue, a cool deep blue, results in a grayish-brown color. The more ultramarine blue you add, the more the resulting mixture will lean towards a cooler and more grayish hue. Conversely, the more brown sienna you add, the warmer and more brownish the mixture will become. Experimenting with different ratios of burnt sienna and ultramarine blue will allow you to fine-tune the color to suit your artistic needs. I was pleasantly surprised by the mix of Windsor yellow and cobalt violet, which gave me beautiful luminous brown. This brown evokes the warmth of a cozy, sunlit room, making it ideal for capturing the inviting atmosphere of interior spaces, still life compositions, or even portraits bathed in gentle glow of sunlight. And finally, the mix of cobalt blue and raw sienna creates a perfect neutral gray, reminiscent of the quiet elegance of minimalist pieces. These grays can be used to paint serene landscapes or create subtle, harmonious backgrounds for more vibrant subjects. This concludes my video where I try to create luminous grays, each with its unique personality and potential. I hope you found these insights inspiring and helpful. And before I conclude, I want to take a moment to express my gratitude for your support. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel. Your support means the world to me, and it encourages me to keep creating content like this for you. Thank you so much for watching, my friends. Your creativity and curiosity are what make this community so special. I can't wait to see you again soon for more watercolor adventures. Until then, keep creating and keep embracing the beauty of the world around you.